So Dave,
Yeah.
why did you start Water to Go?
It's a good question. I had one day in Mauritius that probably changed my life. I used to be in the textile business and we used to do a lot of sourcing, but also checking out factories. And I was there vetting one particular knitwear factory who was making knitwear for the UK High Street. And really nice factory, very proud factory owner, walked me around, showed me the 3 production lines. And what basically happens is when they finish dyeing the knitwear, they open the gate from the dyeing machines. The excess dye stuff, when it's finished, comes out, goes through a sluice gate, through the factory and outside for reprocessing. So I was just going to ask him to take me outside when all the bells and buzzers went, and asked what was going on, and the guy said, look, basically what we do, we give the girls a bottle of water each. I said, oh, that's fantastic. So out comes these ladies down each production line with these 1/3 of a litre plastic water bottles with the factory name nicely printed on the band. 600 girls in the factory. Buzzers went again and the bottles were collected, and we now go outside of the factory to the back of the factory, past the big bright shining Mercedes in the car park, out to an area probably the size of a football pitch, maybe a little bit bigger, which was just a great big steaming bath of all the dye stuffs. There was no reprocessing. It came out of the pipe at the back of the factory and fell to the floor. And just then, if that wasn't bad enough, one of the ladies who'd been distributing the water bottles came out and tipped all the empty water bottles into this lake. And I said, well, what are you doing? And he said, well, it's okay, the earth will take care of it. And at that stage, I realized that it wasn't the problem, that the plastic bottles weren't the problem, it was what he was doing with it. Because ultimately, plastic is not the problem. The problem is us. It's what we do with plastic. You don't take your phone and make one phone call and throw it away because it's made out of plastic. You don't type one email on a keyboard and throw it away because it's made out of plastic. So that's basically, I thought then I would try to make a difference. I didn't anticipate at any time that would be Water to Go, and we'd be selling refillable, reusable water bottles with a fantastic filter in them. But I just thought if I could do something as an individual, and that's the stance we've all got to take, and one by one we can make a big difference. I wouldn't be here today, honestly, if it wasn't for 2 plastic stents just underneath my heart. I love plastic. I think plastic's brilliant. It's what we do with it. We've got to change our mindset, and what we've got to do is try and get one by one a different approach. Every single piece of plastic that's been made since the 50s when we developed it is still on the planet or in the oceans. How crazy is that? The plastic on our bottles is only the vehicle for carrying the filter. The filter and the lid are the real technology. I see a world that potentially could get to a point where we don't have single-use plastic water bottles, and that's the rationale behind Water to Go. If I can create a commercially sound business in the developed world, we will get this product to the people who need it.